Peachy Tea Time is for the culture. If you or someone you know that has dealt with the death of a loved one due to gun violence, domestic violence, the prison system, or even by the police, Peachy Tea Time also provides a platform for missing person cases as well as wrongfully imprisoned inmates. Please like and share this video to get the word out, so the families can get their loved ones' stories out. Email peachyteatime at peachyteatime@gmail.com. You can also DM, inbox, or text to 470-620-9916. Thanks for watching.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus. Let's talk about celebrities. Let's talk about caring events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on Peachy Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time. Tune in on Peachy Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time. Come join us on Peachy Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time. Join us on Peachy Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time. Yeah.
In order for y'all to do what God is calling y'all to do, to take y'all platform for it to plateau and it can go to levels that you never seen, don't best believe it's gonna come with devils.
You know what I'm saying? Every time I speak, I want to shiver. You know, I don't want them to be like they know what I'm going to say because it's polite. But I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody going to clean it up.
Me. Me. That's who gonna clean it up. I'm gonna clean it up. Don't even worry about it. Tupac gone. So, me and Jason done took over. We have taken over. Thank y'all. It's your girl, the missus. The missus with the kisses, baby. Thank y'all so much for joining tonight. I was just on last night. Baby, y'all got me 2 days in a row. 2 days in a row, okay? I'm tired, but we gonna make it through. We got the family here today. I don't even like the story. I'm mad. I'm upset. It ain't right. But we got the family here, and the family gonna tell it like it is, okay? They gonna let us know what's going on and what happened. As much as they can tell us now, as much as they can tell us. You know, y'all know how it is over here. They can't tell us everything all the time, okay? Not everything all the time, but they gonna tell us enough. They gonna tell us enough. So rest in peace. Rest in peace to these young kids. Rest in peace, baby. But before I can go any further, I gotta bring up my co-host, baby. Y'all already know. Y'all know what his name is? Well, I don't know. We got some new folks in the building, so you might not know what his name is, but I'm finna tell you. I'm finna tell you, and you finna see him, baby. Mr. Jason.
Yeah. What up, though? What up? How y'all doing, man? Welcome to Peachy Tea Time. How you doing, the missus?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for asking. And to everybody out there, we appreciate you being here with us tonight. Make sure that you guys go ahead and like, subscribe, hit that notification button so then when we go live, you know what's going on. But when you're on that Peachy Tea Time and you're on YouTube, just hit the thumbs up for us. You feel me? Let's get that algo to speak to us correctly, talk to us nice, yeah? But if you want to do a little bit more than that and you want to watch us beyond your telephone, you can absolutely do so. If you go to Roku TV, or if you have Roku TV, you can look up Peachy Tea Time. That's time spelled with a Y. And then you can go ahead and get us up on your 65, your 75, your 85. So you can go hear this story in, you know what I'm saying, full Dolby surround sound. You feel me? So we wholly appreciate that. But not only that, man, you know what we're here for tonight, man. We're here to put awareness out there in these streets, especially for this family that we have tonight. So we first and foremost thank you guys for coming up and being so vulnerable with us, and actually, you know, sharing this story so we can get more ears and eyes onto what's happened to you guys. But to all my other people that's rocking with us, you know what you need to do, man. Sit back, say what up, though, in the chat. I see we got Diablo Sanchez say we here with the heart hands. We have Erica in the building. We got Jessica, BG. We see Cassandra, Arturo. We see all of you guys in the building, and we appreciate you guys being here with us tonight. So, well, furthermost, man, again, my name is Jason, man. Welcome to Peachy Tea Time. You hear me?
And I'm the missus.
That
That's
part.
what I am. The missus with the kisses, but they also call me Miss Peachy. Okay.
Miss Peachy.
They call me Miss Peachy just as well, and they call me Tamil. Okay. Just thought I'd make that clear. Now, also, I've had some people ask me, Jason, about the Roku TV, so I want to make sure that we discuss this part just as well.
Yeah.
Roku TV. All you have to do is go to the search button. Don't go to Roku channel. Okay. A lot of people get that confused. We are a network. Okay. We just like BET Plus. We just like
Hulu, Netflix. You know what I'm
Netflix,
saying? Disney Plus, Paramount, all those.
All those. That's us. We're a network. So you go to that little search icon and go ahead, type in PGT time spelled with a Y. And also make sure you add it. When you add it, then that's when you'll see us down there with BET Plus. Okay. Move us up next to BET Plus.
You put us first. First.
Nah, but thank y'all again so much for tuning in. I see we got a lot of new people out here tonight just as well. Welcome to PGT Time. We are on Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Monday and Wednesday, 9:00 p.m. Eastern Time. On Fridays, 9:15 p.m. Eastern Time, where we talk about love and relationships with me and my husband. Hey, boo. And also on Saturdays, baby. Saturdays is at 3:00 p.m. Eastern Time, where we talk about independent artists, business owners, celebrity artists, everybody. Okay, we talk about all that. So make sure y'all tune in all those days. Okay, Jason, let's go ahead and get this show cracking. We have a tremendous, blessed family on here tonight. Okay, and I know y'all like, but wait a minute, somebody died. Yes, 3 kids died. But at the same time, a blessing came up out of this just as well. And I know this family is so thankful for this little blessing, baby. For this little blessing. So let's go ahead and pull up this family. We are going to start with Mauricio. We're going to start with Mauricio first. This family is from Saginaw, Michigan. This is where the incident, the tragedy occurred. So we're going to go ahead and bring up Mauricio, and then we'll bring up the rest of the family. Here we go. Hi, Mauricio. How are you tonight?
Good.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on Peachy Tea Time. And also, thank you for trusting me with your family story. I really appreciate that. Now, please let us know your relationship with Laura.
Laura Buendia is my youngest sister. The other people that were involved was my nephew, Mariano Escareño, and my second cousin, Rafa Campos.
Okay. Now, let us know what's the fondest memory of all 3.
Well, I guess for the Mariano and Laura, they both grew up together. You know, they're Laura's actually his uncle, her uncle, but they grew up together, right? So then I remember, but when they were little, I was like 22 years old, so I was pretty much an adult and stuff when they were babies. But I always remember they loved playing like horsey with me, where they're so little, they're like little, and then I was like a horsey for them, and they still always taking a horsey ride on. But that's when they were little, right? So I mean, that's just the one thing I remember more than anything.
Exactly. I completely understand. Okay. So let's go ahead and we're going to bring up Sandra, Marissa, and Teresa. Here we come. Here they go. Hi, beautiful ladies. Oh,
Hi.
there you go, our little blessing. Hi, baby. Hey, sweetie. Look, my dog started barking. Hold on, sweetie. Be quiet. Be quiet. Oh, my gosh. He got nervous. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. Okay, so please introduce yourself, ladies, and tell us your relation to all three of the victims.
I'm Sandra. I'm Laura's sister. Mariano was my nephew, and Raphael's my cousin.
My name's Teresa. They call me Tisa. Laura and Mariano are my cousin, and Raphael was my brother.
And I'm Marissa. I am one of Laura's best friends, and Mariano and Rafa were also good friends with our whole group.
Okay.
And this is baby Rosie.
Oh, yep.
Hey, baby Rosie. How are you, baby Rosie?
Hi.
Now, a lot of people, I'm sure, is wondering what is going on. How did this story occur? What happened? And how is the baby out here? I'm sure that's what they're thinking. We don't have too many babies out here.
Yeah.
Every time, every blue moon they come on. But let me go ahead and just read off. No, I don't want to read it. Let me go ahead and play this first clip. That's what we're going to do. Let's play the first clip. Let's get into our fair usage. And then we'll go ahead and jump into a couple things, okay?
Okay.
Warning. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Okay, everyone. I'm going to read something off and then we're going to get into the clip, okay? It says, in the wee hours of a summer morning, a family barbecue was winding down on Saginaw's east side. With attendees cleaning up the backyard, the festivities were marred by the eruption of gunfire. When the smoke cleared, 5 people were suffering from gunshot wounds. 3 of those, including a pregnant woman, died of their wounds. And now, months on, one of the 2 men who survived has been charged with perpetrating the shooting and killing the 3 who succumbed. Here we go.
Mass shooting occurred in Saginaw during a block party. 2 people were killed and 13 were injured in Terry. That happened about a year after the city's last mass shooting.
Yes, Matt, and that one came just after a party was wrapping up and 3 relatives were shot and killed. One of those killed was a pregnant woman whose unborn child survived the shooting and turned 1 year old this month.
She's a blessing. She's amazing. She's been through so much, and to see her, 1 year old and starting to crawl, it's amazing.
Rosalia Buendia came into the world weighing just about 2 pounds. Her mother, Laura Buendia, was shot in June 2022, as were Laura's relatives, Rafael Campos and Mariano Escarino. All 3 were 24 years old. They all died, but Laura was 7 months pregnant, and her unborn baby survived.
It's bittersweet, especially, my sister. I see my sister in her. So having the privilege to take care of her and have her here with us is awesome. It's like having a piece of my sister here with me.
Sandra Escarino and her family are taking care of the little girl known as Rosie. Soon, the little girl will be moving in with her dad, Josh Tello.
Just going too fast, so I always tell her you gotta stop growing up too fast. But it's just so beautiful in every way.
And while they care for Rosie and still come to grips with the gun violence that impacted their family, they are aware that not too far away, another mass shooting occurred last week where 2 people died and 13 were injured.
It's crazy. One of the people that got shot, I knew. She got shot in the arm, but she's doing really good though.
While Rosie came into the world with a few medical challenges, she's doing just fine now. A family continues to recover, aided by the baby that survived.
Definitely my motivation, and she keeps me going every day.
I still break down sometimes, but when I look at Rosie, it brings me joy.
Now, the man accused of killing the 3 people and was also injured in the shooting, Juan Morales, faces a trial in Saginaw County Circuit Court.
All right. So, Sandra, let's start with you. Sandra. Walk us through this. Let us know how the morning began.
The morning before it happened?
Yes, the morning of the incident.
Somebody's
phone. Can somebody turn their phone down? Sound like somebody's phone on.
Turn off the phone.
Okay.
No, it's not mine. It was a normal day. I mean, we all. It was just a normal day. In the afternoon, we ended up planning to have a barbecue, and everybody came over. And
okay, was it a celebration?
No, just a barbecue. It was just
a regular barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so everybody came over, and everybody was having a great time. Everything was normal.
Yep, normal.
It was this family.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry, I had to cough. Okay, so yes, it was all family that was there. How many of y'all was it? Approximately.
What, about 10? Maybe about 10, 15 people.
10, 15 people. Okay. And then as the article that I read, it stated that after all the festivities, you guys was cleaning up.
Yep.
And then what happened after that? From that point on.
Rafa, Laura, and Mariano were outside cleaning up. I came inside.
Okay.
I came inside, and then what felt like a couple seconds. Shooting. I just heard a bunch of shooting. Of shooting, and I ran out. I didn't think twice, and I just ran out, and I just seen them on the ground.
And they said it was a total of 5 people shot.
3 here, and 2 shooters were injured.
Well, the 2 shooters. Okay. Okay. Now, once you saw them laying there, what played out after that?
It happened so fast that you don't process what's going on. It's like in the blink of an eye, the ambulance was there. I was with my sister. My cousin was on the other side, and my nephew was between the houses. So it just happened quickly.
Very quickly. Okay. Were you ladies there just as well?
I was here in like less than an hour before it happened. I had just left around 2 a.m. that night. So I was in the kitchen with my cousin Laura, talking to her probably for about 2-3 hours that whole night before it happened.
Okay. And how did you hear about the news, Teresa?
So I probably got home. I lived at the time about 20 minutes from here. So I had got a call from my my little brother, who was currently at his friend's house, and I had probably just fell asleep around 2:30 actually. I had church in the morning, so I was kind of rushing. It was already getting late, so I knew I had to be at home. And so I got there probably like around 2:30, fell asleep, and probably no later than 2:40. I seen a missed call from my little brother, but then it stopped ringing. And one of our family friends had actually called me, and then kind of was like, I really didn't understand what he was saying at first because he kind of said like, your brother got shot. So I'm just thinking like he got shot. I didn't think anywhere around the means of killed. And so then probably 5 minutes after that, I'm rushing, throwing my clothes back on and everything, getting ready, flying down, going probably at least 90, 95 back to Saginaw. And my mom called me about halfway through, and that's when she tells me that my brother had died, that he had got killed and died. And so really wasn't understanding it because I'm driving and kind of like crying, but at the same time don't know like at the time I didn't know they were actually dead. I just thought they had gotten shot or they were somewhere that they were shot. I didn't know it was actually like my aunt's house where they were killed.
Okay. And Marissa, how did you find out about it?
I wasn't here when it happened, but I remember the night. I was at a friend's birthday party, hanging out, and I was leaving the party. I got in my car to leave, and I get a phone call from my boyfriend about it. One of our other friends had gotten the phone call about it too, so it just passed on to our whole group. So then, like, at that moment, I just like froze when I heard the news, and I just didn't know what to say. I just hurried up and rushed home, and like I remember getting home, and I just started bawling my eyes out. And I remember calling Sandra. I called her, and I was like, "Just hey, did you know what's going on, or like did you hear what happened?" And you just hear her in the background, just like crying. She was dealing with the cops, but it was an emotional week for sure. But that's how I ended up hearing about it.
And Mauricio, how about you?
Well, I currently live in Texas, so I'm not in Michigan. It was probably 3:30 over here, exactly sure. But then the phone rings, and then I see that it's from my sister, and if it's that late, it's not good. You know what I mean? So I was. She called me and just got him, and she was trying to get a hold of my other sister, Mariano's mom, and she couldn't get a hold of her, so she called me to go have to go tell her, and that was probably the worst thing in my life. To tell my daughter. We didn't know he was dead yet. We just know that the shot. You know, Rafa was the first one I heard was died, and then I heard Mariano was dead, and then Laura, I heard she was going to the hospital. And she got shot. She was talking and stuff, and she left. So I think everything's good, conscious and stuff like that. So I was relieved at that point. A little bit. My sister was okay. But then just when I was like falling asleep after crying so much, I hear the news that my sister died too. It just crushed me.
Wow. Go ahead, Sandra.
I'm sorry. Laura's fiance is here. Josh.
Okay.
I don't know. Do you want me to put him on?
Yeah, he can come on.
I'm gonna stand by you.
Okay.
Now, Josh is the one that we saw in the video, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Hey, Josh.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Not too bad.
Yes. Now, since you're here, let us know. Give us your fondest memory of Laura.
I'm sorry, what?
Your fondest memory of Laura.
I mean, I think about her every day. I mean, she used to live with me in the same house, so like everywhere I go, you know, it's just the pots and pans, her makeup, she would always love to bake all the time. So I still have a lot of her baking stuff in my house.
Wow.
You know, just everything in that house just reminds me of her.
Wow. And you're still in the home.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Let us know, how did you find out about what occurred? Were you there?
I wasn't. I was at my my cousin's party. I'm gonna stop by there because he had just recently proposed. So I went over there to congratulate and kick it with him for a little bit, and then like 5 minutes later, I had a phone call from Sandra saying that Laura's been shot, and so I just immediately ran straight to 11th Street, and once I got there, she was already in the ambulance on the way to the hospital.
Wow. And I do know, where that is. I am from Saginaw, just as well. I've been here in Georgia for a very long time, but I know that area very well, very well. So I guess the next question would be Rosa. I know y'all was terrified. Like, what is gonna happen with the baby? So let's talk about a little bit about that. When she was shot, she went to the hospital. The baby, they delivered the baby right away, Rosa right away.
Yeah, when I got to the hospital, it took I was in the waiting room for at least an hour because they were trying to save Laura at the same time. But when she had passed away, Rosie was still alive in her stomach, so they had to immediately do procedures and get Rosie out of the stomach and put her in the NICU. Yeah. So.
Okay. And Sandra, tell us a little bit about that, just as well. As soon as they first Laura passed away, and then they brought out Rosa. Now, at that point, they came out and they let you guys know that she had passed, but Laura had made it. Or were you all guys already back there?
I wasn't there. I was actually at the police station till about 8 o'clock. I didn't know my sister died until I left at 8 o'clock in the morning. So I didn't know she passed until I walked out and they told me.
Okay, I understand. Okay, well, let's get into this next clip. We got a few clips. Here we go.
This is tough for me. I want to put those two guys behind the bars for the rest of their life. Give my son and my sister-in-law and my guys.
Another deadly weekend in mid-Michigan, this time in Saginaw. 3 people are dead and 2 others are injured. And this mass shooting adds to at least 11 others across the country over the weekend. Thanks for joining us for the news at 5. I'm Meg McLeod, joining you from our Flint Bureau.
And I'm David Custer. Early Sunday morning, shots rang out on South 11th Street in the city of Saginaw. As TV5's James Felton reports, one of the victims killed was pregnant.
I'm numb. It's really hard. It's like a dream that you just want to wake up from. Because they didn't take just one, they took 3.
Sandra Escarino is mourning the sudden loss of 3 family members. Her nephew, Mariano Escarino.
He loved art. He loved to paint and draw.
Her cousin, Rafael Campos.
He loved making people laugh. He was the clown of family. He loved it. He loved just seeing you laugh.
And her sister, Laura Buendia.
She loved baking. She did cakes and she went to school for that. And she was excited. She was pregnant. She was excited to be a mom. It was her first baby.
Sandra tells us the baby, who will be named Rose, is expected to survive. Rose will grow up without her mother because of a shooting that took place on South 11th Street early Sunday morning in Saginaw. Authorities say Escarino and Campos died at the scene. Buendia passed away at the hospital. Sandra tells us the family had a barbecue. Then there was an argument.
I separated everyone. Everybody went home. I had came back. My sister, Laura, Rafa, and Mariano were outside. They were cleaning up a little. I had literally walked inside 2 seconds. The door barely shut when I heard gunshots. And I ran outside and I just seen them on the floor. And I seen 2 guys running that way with the car.
Police say 2 other men were injured and sent to the hospital. Off camera, angry family members told TV5 they believe the pair are the shooters, a claim that to this point has not been corroborated by authorities. Investigators tell us no arrests have been made yet, and detectives are actively working on this case. Meanwhile, Escarino and her family are left to endure the pain of 3 loved ones taken far too soon.
I just want to know why. Why would you do it? Why? Why couldn't you just come and talk to them? Why'd you have to go that far?
Reporting in Saginaw, James Felton, WNEM, TV5.
Police tell TV5 so far this year in Saginaw there have been 14 shootings and 9 homicides. The family and friends of the victims have created a GoFundMe to help out with funeral expenses.
All right. Now, this was back in 2022. Now we're going to get down to the meat of some things, okay? Y'all answer whatever you can answer. If you can't answer it, we understand, okay? I always ask people that come on the show, because I'm very transparent, and, you know, I feel like they have a lot of questions in the comments just as well. I see y'all. We coming. We're going to put these comments up. But I have to ask, was this gang related?
No.
No. Okay. Why would something like this occur that y'all know of?
It was just argument between 2 cousins that had happened 7 years ago. Something very old. They got into an argument. That's all it was. It wasn't no gang related at all.
Okay, so it was family issues.
Yeah.
That occurred 7 years ago that they never resolved.
Correct.
I hope y'all listening out there. Family issues that was never resolved and went 7 long years, correct? Jason, you got any questions?
Oh man, I mean that kind of really summed up. I reading or listening to the clip, I heard that was, you know, an argument ensued. So, you know, again, not going into the detail and obviously stating what you just stated, that's kind of what sparked that conversation and kind of kept things boiling over.
Right.
Gotcha. Ah man. From your space, right? From being there, do you think that there could have been some other like way of bringing or de-escalating the situation and making sure it could have left on a clearer note, like looking back on it, right? Like looking back, like do you think that there's more that could have been done to make sure that it was de-escalated?
So I'll talk on that for just a minute. I think more so it was kind of just pride for not our family, but the family who shot. I feel like sometimes you have people who feel like if you mess with them, you mess with one, you mess with all. And it's pretty much just a sense of pride instead of just going home and going to sleep, because there was drinking involved. So, you know, that's how arguing starts in general. You know, alcohol can get people talking and just talking crazy. And so I think it was more a sense of pride. If you're old enough to drink, you should be old enough to be responsible and just go home and just shut up and go home, stop talking, and just let it be. But instead, in this case, you know, they decided to go another route. Why? I'm not sure. But that route led to them killing my brother and 2 cousins. So I think it was more so on their side, a sense of pride. And if I can say that's just what they do, or what they feel that as a family, that's if you mess with somebody, then that's just what we're going to come and do. Why they chose to do it, I don't know. And I probably would never know. It's something that I myself, you know, pray about sometimes. And I ask God, why this or why that? Sometimes we may not get the answer, but ultimately I know in the end, we will get justice for all 3 of them. And I really do believe and pray that they will come, and maybe one day I will get the sense of peace of knowing why. But I know that even if I don't get that, I still know that at the end of the day, we will get justice for all 3 of them.
Absolutely.
Mauricio.
Yeah.
As a brother, like I said, this is the meat of it. As a brother, knowing that this was family related, how did you hold your composure by not going to retaliate? And the reason why I say this, because of family, you know where your family is. You understand what I'm saying? You know where they are. You don't have to go search for them. How did you hold your composure?
Just because my mom told me not to. She was suffered enough. I didn't. I mean, as vengeful as I wanted to be, I couldn't because she was hurting so much, and I couldn't hurt her any more than that. You know, so I still got this hatred, really bad because there was a lot more that were involved that we think are involved in. And it's just all family. The worst thing is all family. It's pointless, senseless, and like Tisa was saying, like all over an argument. Really, these people argued all the time. Okay, they argue all the time. This is nothing new. That's why Tisa's saying like what makes it different, you know, because something that they always did. They always fought with each other, you know. But then like why this time? You know, what happened this time? You know, and we just don't know.
Just don't know. So how many people is serving time for this right now?
One.
Just one.
Just one.
And you're still looking for justice for two. Correct.
For multiple.
Two other for multiple.
multiple.
Okay, multiple ones. Okay. Is there? I'm sure it is, but I got to ask. There is a division now between the families.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like as soon as it occurred, or was it always have been a division?
No, after it occurred.
Gotcha. If you had the opportunity to sit and converse with this, you know, with the family, and kind of get everything out, would that be something that you would entertain? Would that be something that you guys would put on the table and kind of navigate through?
Think first. Think first before you answer.
Right. Yeah. True.
You know, because I mean, some people now I don't want to talk now. Would have cut you off and everything. I already know what you're trying to get at now. You know, that's why I just said think first. You know what I'm saying? So.
Okay, I'll answer. So I have to say for myself though, so off the bat though, I am a Christian, so I just as hard as it is to forgive.
Absolutely.
I do forgive them. So if they are watching this by any means, you know, for me, I know for myself, I forgive them because that's what I have to do for my peace and my peace of mind because they already took enough from me. So I'm not going to allow them to take any more than what they already did. So if they ever came to me and said, hey, you know, Tisa, I want to sit down with you, you know, whatever, I would have to. Would it be hard? Of course, it would be hard for anybody because you want to know why, you know, you don't understand different things. But I know for me, for how God has taught me and helped me to heal, I would have to forgive them because he forgives me daily. So if I didn't forgive them because of this, and yes, it's a hard thing to forgive, and I pray daily for my family that one day they find the peace in them to forgive them as well because this is something hard. But at the end of the day, if they ever did come to me, and I'll be honest, I see them. You know, we live in Saginaw. I live in Saginaw now, so I see them in the streets. And I do wave at them. I smile and I wave and I say hi because I waved at you before all this happened. And now I don't understand why you did it. But I'm not going to stop who I am because of what you did to my family. So, you know, if I see them at the store or if I see them, I waved at you before, I smiled at you before, nothing has changed. Yes, you did what you did, but I'm praying that you find peace in what you did for yourself because I have to find peace within my own self as to understanding and asking God to help me understand why you did what you did. And so for me, I would sit down and I would allow them to talk. Now, whether they tell me lies or they tell me the truth, I don't know. But I know for me, I would sit down and allow them to express themselves if they felt the need to. Would they? Probably, maybe not.
Maybe not.
But I do believe that there can be a change in heart as well. So, and I pray that for them, and I pray that they are able to find forgiveness within themselves. And if they feel bad about it or don't, that's up to them. That's between them and God. But for my own peace, I'm not allowing them to take any more than what they already have.
I understand that. I want to address something in the comments. I'm just gonna go and put it on the screen. Marco, hey Marco. Marco said, "Makes me sick. People think it's gang related." Marco, let me explain something to you. Just in case you ain't know just yet, I'm finna explain it to you. We all come. Everybody that's up here, we all come from the same community. I'm in Atlanta right now. Jason is in Minnesota right now. Mauricio, you said you're in Texas right now.
Yeah.
Y'all, Sandra and everyone else over there, I'm sorry. Y'all in Saginaw right now. We all come from the same community. And it is unfortunate that that's what we think when something like this so tragic happens. The first thing that comes to a lot of our minds is gang related. Why? Because that's what's going on a lot in our community. So when we come on here, the first thing people are going to think when they see me and Jason up here and we have these families up here, because of the community that we come from, they're going to think, oh, it's gang related, it's gang related. So let me address it now. Let's go ahead and get that out the way. If it is, it is. If it ain't, it ain't. But it has to be addressed. And I'm glad that it wasn't.
Right. 100%.
I'm glad that it wasn't. We get a lot of people, families up here where it is gang related. So I'm glad that it wasn't. Do you know how many people, and not just for Marco, let me take it down so Marco don't think I'm just talking about him right now. But do y'all know how many people have family issues? I've showed clips of sisters and brothers that got into an argument and fight and has killed each other. Both of them gone. 2 brothers gone. Shot and killed each other. So a lot of times we stray away from family issues and we don't talk about it. And I'm not just talking about here on Beach Tea Time, I'm just talking about anywhere. A lot of us shy away from it. I hate that it was a family issue, but we still have to bring these type of matters to the table. And I'm glad that it wasn't gang related. I hate that it was family, but we just see the gang related stuff all the time. All the time. So I just wanted to make sure that I made that clear. You know, I didn't want him to think we didn't see it and we wasn't addressing it. You know, I wanted to make sure we addressed it. Go ahead, Jason.
And I was gonna say, actually, I was reading the chat. That's actually Raphael's mom that was making that statement.
Okay. Oh, Marco. This is mom. Okay. So let's go over here to Mauricio. How about you, Mauricio? Would you be willing to discuss it with the family if that was an option? Now, I'm not saying that we gonna try to get the family together and make peace. I'm not saying that. You know,
Right.
I'm just asking.
Right.
You know what Jason was just asking.
I can never say never. Right now, I would say no, because they're not being truthful. They're still lying about a lot of stuff. If they would take responsibility for their actions, I can learn how to forget. I can learn to forget. I'm a child of God, you know. I can forgive. Maybe not at this moment, but I wouldn't say it never could happen. But as long as they're truthful and be honest and just reap what you sow, that's all I can say.
Reap what you sow.
Reap what you sow. Exactly. We have a question in the comment. When the argument started, did everyone stay at the house, or did someone leave and come back with someone with the gun? My condolences. I'm so sorry. I'm from Elkhart, and I'm from Elkhart, but I do live in Wisconsin. Well, thank you, Tammy, for watching. I appreciate it. Y'all, anybody want to answer that question? We'll leave it up so you can look at it. Anyone want to go for it?
Everybody had left. I walked one of them that was fighting walked them because the mom lives right next door, a house down. So I walked them home. Everybody was gone. And then my cousin, the one that's in prison right now, he came with another person. I can't say who because I'm not allowed to say who. But they came with a gun.
Okay. Well, we're going to get into this last clip before we get into our commercial break. And here we go.
Because she was still gasping for air at that point.
For the first time, we're hearing court testimony about how a family get-together in Saginaw erupted into gunfire, leaving 3 people dead. One of the victims last summer was a pregnant woman whose unborn baby survived. Today, we learned one of the victims had a gun as well. Terry, the man charged with murder, was also injured in this shooting.
Angie, he was, and Juan Morales was hospitalized for a time after the shooting. Now, testimony indicated there was an argument between 2 people at the party, and after that ended, 3 people showed up at the party, including Morales.
Believe these injuries were inflicted by another person and that the manner of death would be homicide.
3 people lost their lives in the early morning hours of June 5th outside a home on South 11th on Saginaw's east side. Laura Buendia, Mariano Escareno, and Rafael Campos, all 24-year-old relatives, were shot and killed. Laura's unborn baby survived the shooting, and Rosalinda is nearly 9 months old. 49-year-old Juan Morales was arrested in October and faces several charges, including 3 counts of open murder. District Court Judge M. Randall Jurens told the media civilian witnesses were not to be recorded or identified at the preliminary examination. Saginaw police officer Jordan Engelhart was the first officer on the scene after the shooting and noticed Campos was badly injured and that he also had a firearm.
Yes, a 9mm handgun was located on him.
A man testified that he was at the party and left, but returned after being told 2 people got into a lengthy argument. A disagreement centered around an alleged altercation that involved Juan Morales assaulting a woman at a wedding in years past. Testimony indicated the 2 people in the argument made phone calls while they were still at the party. The man says he noticed 3 men walking down the street and appeared to be heading up the driveway of the home. The man testified that Campos said if they get any closer, he was going to shoot them. The man said one of the men approaching the property was Morales and that he had a gun. The man said he ran to a nearby home, and shortly after, he heard several gunshots, taking just a few seconds.
Testimony ended late this afternoon, and the hearing will be continued at a later date.
All right. Jason said he'll be right back. Have any of the family members... Oh, I thought y'all couldn't hear me. Have any of the family members on both sides, have anyone apologized? Have anyone made any type of contact with you all?
I know not with me, but I'm not in Michigan right now, so they wouldn't call me. Even though I'm probably the closest one to that family. Because I used to know.
The family members apologized to us for what happened. They're all like running away from us.
And I'm the closest one to them, but for me, it's even hard to talk to, so.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Sandra and Marissa and Tisa, have they reached out to any of you and tried to apologize or anything?
No, nobody. I run into them. One of the cousins live next door, so I see her all the time. She just puts her head down.
No acknowledgement of what happened. No, I'm sorry. Nothing. Did they attend the funerals?
No.
Wow.
I think they also would make stupid comments on social media too, which is kind of frustrating. Just making a show for everyone and just not owning up to what they did.
Yeah.
How hurtful is that? To see them make posts on social media. We get a lot of that. I hear that a lot after people get murdered. That people go on social media and make these heinous, comments and everything. How does that make y'all feel?
Well, a lot of the comments were from other people that weren't even involved, like friends of theirs or ex-girlfriends or anything. They're like, like they're just trying to say, like, try to be on their side to make them less the bad person, because honestly, they're the ones that overdid it. They're the ones that overdid it. I mean, I'm not saying everybody's innocent, but I mean, nobody would have took it that far. And a lot of people, a lot of their friends, a lot of are trying to put us down and saying that that these guys were in gangs and all this other stuff, and you don't know about it and all this other stuff. I'm pretty sure we know them very good, and they're not that type of people.
Would y'all say that a lot of the anger and the arguments also resolved in, I might not be saying the right word, resolved, but has something to do with social media? Social media is crazy nowadays. So was there things going on social media before the incident?
No.
No.
Wow.
Okay, well, we're going to go ahead. We're going to get into a commercial break. When we come back, we will be showing the tribute just as well. And we're going to ask a couple more questions. All right? So here we go. Hey, y'all. It's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. Thank y'all so much for joining me and Jason tonight. Thank you. And if we got a special guest, thank you, special guest. I thank you for coming, sharing your story. But y'all make sure y'all watch us each and every Wednesday, okay? Each and every Wednesday, 9:00 p.m. Eastern Time. Where you said? You said where? Roku TV, Facebook, YouTube, and also Twitch, baby. Twitch. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Peachy Tea Time, time spelled with a Y. And make sure you also follow me on all the other platforms just as well. Thank you so much for joining us each and every Wednesday, 9:00 p.m. Eastern Time. Back to the show we go, baby. We going back. Bye.
Damn, Biggie, what's this? Damn, Biggie, what's this?
Y'all, I'm so excited for this family that Peachy Tea Time has requested to bless someone with a memorial sign. I'm so excited. It's pretty. Forever Love, Marquis Allen Jones. This is Miss LaTanya. Peachy Tea Time has blessed her with a memorial sign for her son, Marquis Jones. Thank you. It was so fun doing this for your loved one. I know it's not a happy occasion, but he's never forgotten. And I know he's forever loved. Yes.
Today's birthday too.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
How old would he
He
be?
would have been 40.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He would have been 40.
All right. Thank you.
You did an awesome job.
And this is from the missus from Peachy Tea Time.
Yes.
Yes.
So she had some Spanish.
All right, we are back. We are back. Now, we just played our memorial for the months of June, July, and August. Peachy Tea Time did a memorial for a family, one family for 3 months. And I am so super glad to announce tonight that Sandra, Marissa, Teresa, and Mauricio and Laura's mama, hey mama, they will be getting the memorial. They will be getting the memorial for the month of August. So that is our gift from Peachy Tea Time to your family. Our prayers are always with you all at all times. How does this feel? That y'all finna get this memorial in y'all yard for 24 hours, y'all. For 24 hours, they finna get the memorial site. And it's going to be on August 16th. August 16th. So how does that make you all feel?
It's very exciting. I'm excited to see.
Yes.
Very excited.
Beautiful. It's
Yeah.
gonna be
Very
good.
Anything to get more.
Excuse Rosalina in the back. She's a little. She.
Girl said we gonna like it. We gonna like it. What were you about to say, Mauricio?
I'll say whatever brings anytime, you know.
Exactly. I completely understand. All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and get into the tribute. I do this tribute for several different reasons. Of course, the main reason is for the family, so that the family can have something from Peachy Tea Time that they can keep forever. And then on the flip side of it, Jason, go and tell them on the flip side of why we play these tributes.
You already know why we playing these tributes, and they know too. They watching, they looking. They gotta see what they gonna say, what they saying. Are they talking about us? What they saying about us? So they paying attention. You know what I'm saying? We got a cool little 50, 60 people in here. And if you know that many in here, 3, 4 of them gonna be them. I ain't gonna say who them is, but them know who them is. So them doing what them do, which is watch us. Right? So
Exactly.
y'all continue to tell y'all story and watch what happens. Somebody gonna say something, and something gonna finish up and complete, and y'all gonna have closure like y'all looking for. But they watching right now. So go ahead and show this memorial because they know what's up.
Here we go.
All I hear is raindrops falling from a rooftop. Oh, baby, tell me why'd you have to go? 'Cause this pain I feel it won't go away. And today I'm officially missing you. I thought that from this heartache I could escape, but I've run it long enough to know there ain't no way. And today I'm officially missing you. Ooh, can nobody do me like you? I said every little thing you do. Hey baby, say it stays on my mind. And I officially, it's official. Ooh, you know that I'm missing you, yeah, yeah, yeah. All I hear is raindrops. Ooh, yeah. And I'm officially missing you.
All right. We're gonna bring them down just for a little bit so they get themselves together just for a little bit. I know this be so hard, and I'm so sorry, family. I know it's hard. I know it's hard to sit here and watch these tributes. But at the same time, we have to show these videos. especially when there's people out there that's still walking, knowing that they took part in this. Y'all need to speak up. If you know something, say something. At the end of the day, you would not want to be in these family shoes. You would not. You would not. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna bring them back up and everything.
Hold on. Margot, my children just got in tonight from being out of town. I was telling them that I was working. Say hi.
Hi.
Now
Hi.
she wants to say something to you guys. I'll pray for you.
I'll pray for you.
Aww.
Letting you guys know that you are all in our hearts as well, from my family to yours, officially from my youngest one. Say bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh. Yeah, my kids in the bed sleep. Sorry, but I haven't sent y'all an email. But we gotta say it. We gotta talk about it. I really don't too much ask people, to comment on the video and everything. But in a situation like this, I got to. How did that video make y'all feel?
Sad, speechless. It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Bringing back memories from like her gender reveal. Just like all of us being together. We missed it a lot.
And it seemed like y'all were a very close knit family.
Yeah. It was really tough for me to move out to Chicago because we're so close, but or Texas, I mean. But I followed my sister over here, so we're very close.
Okay, well, we're about to go ahead and wrap this on up. Again, thank you all so much for trusting me with your loved one's story. We praying for y'all. We love y'all. We are praying for y'all. And one thing I would like for y'all to do is end the show. Okay? Y'all gonna end the show for me. I asked a lot of our families to end the show for us. And I'm gonna tell y'all what to say. Don't even worry about it. I got y'all. That's what I want y'all to say. No, seriously though. I want y'all to talk. We keep it 100 over here on PGT Time. And I'm sure y'all done figured that out by now. We keep it 100. I want y'all to talk to the other two that's out there. You ain't gotta say no names. They know who they are. Talk to them. Let them know how y'all feeling right now. And how much it would mean to y'all if they would just turn themselves in. Okay? That's what I want y'all to do. So I'm gonna pull myself down and pull Jason down. Jason, is there anything else you want to say tonight to the family before we leave up out of here and to our viewers?
Peaches and peaches, yeah, you say it right. What I want to say is this, to the family, thank you guys for being so vulnerable and allowing yourselves to walk through the emotions and the pain again, right? So when you talk about it, it feels like it was just yesterday. And that sometimes is the hardest thing, right? And to see and hear and then have these memories flood in shows a lot of strength in all of you, Mauricio and family, Sandra, Marissa, Teresa. There's a lot of strength inside of you guys to be able to go through this and continue to be strong for that baby, right? She has to grow up only knowing mom from as a memory and dad, right? Like that's a lot to consume, right? So continue to stay strong, continue to be there for one another and be in a support system. And to the people that's listening, don't come look for me. Like help this family out. And the people that's watching, I hear you, I see you. Like 53. See, we went from 47 to 53. So you in the room. Y'all listening. I got chills saying it because it's about to happen. Y'all know what's going down. So be prepared. You know what I'm saying? Understand that God has his due diligence when things go wrong and you take his children from off this planet when they're not supposed to be left. Right. So with that being said, don't come looking for me. Help this family find resolution, help them find peace and closure in this topic here, in this situation. So you know what, you guys know what to do. If you're in that Saginaw area, make sure that you guys go ahead and do all that you can do. The biggest thing that we all say, if you know something, say something. I don't live in that world no more. We're keeping like secrets real, like something like this. I'm telling. Ooh, I know. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling. That person did it. I'm first, middle, and last name, and they both nicknames. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying all that. It's how shoe they wear, the whole nine. So, with that being said, if y'all know something, you're way more brave and way more of that. I give you the salute. Go tell. Go tell. Go tell. Go tell. You know something, say something. And with that, I love you guys and thank you for being here with us tonight.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. And I must say this just as well. This show hit different. It hit different, y'all, because it's family. So many different families go through so many different things, baby. Trust me, I know. So it hit different when it's family. So when I tell y'all, I admire y'all for coming up here tonight. Josh, I am praying for you. I am praying for you. You take care of this baby. You got a great support system. You got a village behind you. But at the end of the day, call a spade a spade. That baby is yours. Her mama's not here. So do all you can. With God involved, do all you can to take care of her. Because she deserves nothing but love and happiness in her life. That's what she deserves. And I know you're going to give it to her.
Absolutely.
You was like, hold on. They doing the show? Let me get over here. Let me get over here right now. You know what I'm saying? So I know you are a stand-up guy. I just know you are. I feel it. I feel it in my spirit. And I pray for you. I pray for you. I love you all. And if you guys want to, if somebody happens to see y'all on PEACHY Time and they would like to share your story and have you guys on their platform, please, please, please let them know just as well where they can find you. And y'all already know. If they tell you where they can find you and you can't find them, hit me up and I get in contact with them. All right. So y'all go ahead. Y'all talk to the remaining two that's out there. And I will know when you guys are finished. And then we'll go straight into our outro. And then I want y'all to stay on for at least about a good 2-3 minutes after I end the broadcast so I can say something to y'all, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Here they go.
I guess first. Well, I just want to thank both of them for letting more people know about our situation. The more people that know, the better. For the ones that were involved, you guys know what you guys did. I'm not sure how you guys are driving yourselves crazy right now for that kind of guilt. Or are you guys really that self-centered about yourselves that you guys can't see any more pain from anybody else's? Just do the right thing, turn yourselves in. All the people that are involved. And we have a pretty good idea of who was all involved. That's all I can ask. And maybe one day I'll forgive you guys. Maybe one day, but you got to be honest.
Okay, so before we end the show, I just want to say to everybody watching, thank you all for joining tonight, for watching our family story. We thank each and every one of you for all your prayers and concerns. To anybody out there that has information regarding anything, regarding the murders of my brother and two cousins, I just pray that you find peace within yourself. I know that my God will come through for me. I know that justice will be served for my family. So I don't have too much to say to you because at the end of the day, ultimately, I know that God, vengeance is his. And so I'm not worried about what you won't do. I pray for you. I pray you find peace within your heart. I know they were family to you also. So you may act like it doesn't hurt, but I know that it does. And I just pray that you find peace within yourself, and that you all know that I forgive you. I can't speak for my whole family, but I do forgive you all. And I pray that you all are able to one day forgive yourself, because ultimately at the end of the day, nobody wants to just end up murdering anybody. So I pray you all find peace. Thank you all so much for watching on tonight, for the story of my family. And we just thank you so much for joining, and have a great night, everybody.
And thanks to Peachy Tea Time.
Yes, and thank you so much, Peachy Tea Time. We
Thank
appreciate you so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Peachy tea time.